and he'll be taking on the #1 ranked challenger in the WBC, Mike Ayala of San Antonio. And Angelo, you've seen Danny López many times. He's been a great featherweight champion, but let's kind of look back on the opponents that he's had. How do you rate him among the featherweight champions of the past?
Well, I tell you, he's one of the best around. I mean, isn't it great to have an American champion? He's dominating the field right now. I think he's going to have his toughest test today. I think it's going to be a knockout kind of a fight. I think it's going to be a late knockout. I see Danny knocking the kid out late.
One of the things that makes this fight particularly interesting is the first time two Americans have fought for this featherweight championship against each other since 1961, and it was then Davey Moore and Danny Valdez. It was Teddy Davis and Sandy Sadler in 1955. So it adds another element here for the crowd in San Antonio. How much of the hometown crowd advantage would you give to Mike Ayala? How much effect will it have?
I think Ayala will be at his top peak. Danny López will have to beat Ayala at his best.
All right. Well, yesterday we had a chance to meet and talk to both of these fine young men, and we're going to take a look, first of all, at the last victory by Danny López.
Closing seconds of round 2 against Roberto Castañón, Danny López's last title defense. And Castañón goes down from the hard-punching power as López scores a knockout in front of his fans in Salt Lake City. Yesterday, in the more peaceful setting of his hotel here in San Antonio, the tough champion revealed a softer side as we chatted poolside.
Well, Danny, this is your 7th title defense, and you're fighting the #1 ranked Mike Ayala right here in San Antonio. But I know the fight has taken on some special added significance for you.
Yeah, it sure has. I am dedicating the fight to Ruben Mendoza, who's a leukemia victim, and the manager and I we read through the paper and we seen that this guy had a chance that he could be helped by his brother getting a bone graft, and he needed some money and everything to get back to Washington for the operation. So we chipped in, we went in, and we donated $1,000 to them, and they were super happy. They said that's all they need to get there. So I'm dedicating it to him, and I hope that he can win his fight against leukemia.
13-year-old Ruben Mendoza is in a Seattle hospital watching this afternoon. His brother Richard is there with him, and I know, Danny, that they're thrilled for you to tell that story here this afternoon, and of course we wish them all the best of luck. Now, here in San Antonio, you've got a hometown crowd rooting against you for the hometown favorite Mike Ayala. Will that affect your performance?
Well, no, I don't think it'll affect me a bit. I have my little fan sitting there in Seattle. I think he'll be cheering for me, and I want to win this fight bad for him. So, and the people here in San Antonio are also, there's a lot behind me, so I'm going to feel at home and everything.
I've noticed some Danny López T-shirts around.
Yeah, definitely, and the people that bought those, I thank them for it. That's pretty nice of them.
Good luck to you, Danny.
Thank you, Tim.
There is Danny Little Red López in the ring, and of course, he has added certainly an interesting and poignant element to this fight here today. Young Ruben Mendoza, who will receive a bone marrow transplant from his older brother Richard in Seattle in hospital, watching this fight this afternoon, and our best wishes go out to the entire Mendoza family. Let's talk about Mike Ayala, Gil Clancy. Here's a young man who's been an exciting fighter. He's fighting for the championship in his own hometown. What are his chances?
Well, he was 3 times national amateur champion, which means he's a good technician. He said he has the strategy to beat Danny. He's going to go to the body. He's not going to walk right in. He said he's going to use his intelligence. He's got the hometown crowd behind him. If he can stay away from that big punch for 6 or 7 rounds, he's got a good chance.
Well, we had an opportunity to spend some time with Mike Ayala yesterday here in downtown San Antonio. He's a very engaging young man. Let's listen. We're now on the Paseo del Rio, the Riverwalk in the heart of downtown San Antonio, and with me is the challenger for Danny López's featherweight championship, the #1 contender from San Antonio, Mike Ayala. Mike, you're fighting here in your own hometown. You'll have a lot of support. Is that something you think will help you, or does it add some extra pressure?
Well, it's a lot of pressure, but at the same time, it makes you feel good. I'm going to fight at home, and, you know, but it doesn't make that much difference, really.
Mike, I've been watching you in the gym this past week, and one thing I've noticed is that you're a good counterpuncher. You've got good fast hands, and you worked a lot to the body in your sparring sessions. Is that part of your fight plan?
Yes, my fight plan is I'm gonna try to outbox Lopez. I'm gonna fight different from his other opponents like Castañón and Malvarez. I'm gonna take it easy, take my time. I'm gonna fight when I want to fight, and when I'm gonna box when I want to box. And plus, Lopez never been hit to the body, and I plan to hit, work his body, real good, and try to wear him down to take away the punching power he has.
You come from a well-known San Antonio boxing family, two brothers who are also fighters. If you win this championship, it would be a big thing for this town, wouldn't it?
Oh, yes, sir. Like the Spurs didn't win the NBA playoffs, so I think they're counting on me to bring a real title to San Antonio. So I hope to bring it for my family, and it's going to be Father's Day, and it'll be a great gift for my father.
Good luck to you, Mike.
Thank you, Tim.
Here is Mike Ayala, the #1 ranked contender in the WBC. He's 21 years of age. 22 wins, 1 loss, 12 knockouts. He's known as Ciclón Ayala. He stands 5'4" and weighed in at 125.5.
And weighing 125 and 1/2 pounds, el hijo del pueblo, Miguel Ciclón Ayala. Ayala, el hijo del pueblo.
Well, that has got to be the most introduction in the history of the game for the hometown favorite. That is Bill Merriman, the ring announcer, a local radio personality. And I'd say he throws himself into his job. Mike Ayala, 125.5 pounds. Here he is again, Bill Merriman,
Red trunks.
introducing López.
And weighing 125 pounds even, ladies and gentlemen, the featherweight champion of the world, Danny Red López, for 15
Well, if they gave out Emmy Awards for ring announcers, Bill Merriman would have to be a top contender. And he earns his money here in San Antonio. Danny López weighed in at 125.
You will be
He stands
responsible
5'8", and referee Carlos Padilla is giving him the instruction.
López Ayala, you will box for 15 rounds. This is a title fight. You know the rules of boxing. Avoid using any kinds of foul. Don't throw any punches during the break. Is that clear? Seconds come out fighting.
We are about ready to go. WBC rules prevailing, judging by the referee and 2 judges. The judges are Lou Tabat from Las Vegas, Lou Eskin from New Jersey. Scoring on the 10-point must system. 8-ounce Reyes Mexican-made gloves. The mandatory 8 count in effect. Counting for the knockdown continues after the bell. There is no 3 knockdown rule. Danny López in the red trunk. Mike Ayala in yellow, the #1 ranked contender. The López people say Ayala deserves #1 ranking. He is the best featherweight in the division, next to their champion Danny López. López is handled by Benny Giorgino, trained by Jackie McCoy, Milo Soto, John Montez is second. The corner man for Ayala, his father Tony Ayala, Miguel Rodriguez, and Joe Sousa.
You know, Tim, I can't help noticing right from the opening bell, López looks twice as big as Ayala. He is a big, big featherweight. Looks like a junior welterweight.
Stands 5'8". Ayala 5'4". Interestingly, there is only about an inch difference in their reach. Ayala has long arms for a short man.
Ayala started backing up early, Gil, which he found out was going to be too good because right away he started changing it because he started catching punches.
Ayala was determined not to come out like Juan Malvarez and like Roberto Castañón did in their last two fights against Danny López. Badly damaged early.
Well, Juan Malvarez came out real good against Danny. Had him down in that first round. Looked like he's going to knock him out.
Yes, but
That big bomb exploded.
Ayala says, I don't want to get hit by him, and I want to work on the body and fight intelligently.
Throw the body, Gunner! There you go, Danny. You got him, Danny. You got him.
Ayala's last fight, a 10-round decision victory over Jose Nunez in Las Vegas. López flattened Roberto Castañón of Spain in Salt Lake City.
Ayala said that he was going to go to the body, and he's already dug some good body shots in there in his first round.
One thing about López's height, Angelo, at 5'8", he does present a long torso, a body to work on if you can get in there.
Oh, yeah, but I'm noticing even Ayala's hitting him with jabs when he comes in, which is a mark of a good fighter. He's stepping in, he's jabbing.
Mike's brother Sammy is on the card today against Johnny Copeland. He landed with a good left hook. His younger brother Torito is an outstanding amateur fighter. 30 seconds remaining round one. And López putting a couple together in the far corner. I'm not sure Ayala wants to be in that corner. López scored with a combination. Ayala apparently unhurt. We're in the final seconds of the first round. 2 minutes for Ayala.
To check this mic. See if he wants to check the hand mic. Can you hear it? It's good. This is round number 2. Mike Ayala in the yellow trunks and the serape trim. Danny López in red, the champion.
That's it, Dan. Keep it up. That's it. That's it.
López has defended his crown successfully 6 times since winning it in November of '76 against David Cote in Ghana. Ayala has gone to the corner early in this round, and he worked out of the other neutral corner in round 1.
Ayala's a real well-schooled youngster. The way he slips punches and moves punches, his quickness is what's helping him in those corners. Otherwise, he'd be out of there.
That's right, but why should he be in there against a big puncher like López? Why let him set the punch?
Well, evidently, he's a very good counter puncher, Gil. That's why I think he's a Pentagon.
Ayala popped the jab through. Did no damage, but scored with it.
Give it out there. Give it out there.
Ayala on the attack again. The hometown crowd loving it. What's the body? He rocked López.
López is hurt.
He rocked him with the right hand. López finally gets off the rope.
That's when López had his dangerous skill. Remember that, when he's hurt.
We know that.
Ayala straightened him back with a jab. Ayala lands with an uppercut. López having difficulty penetrating the gloves of Ayala. Danny Little Red López, Mexican father, Irish Indian mother, born in Utah, lives in California.
López landed a real good body shot, that last exchange. Right hand to the body.
There it is again.
Ayala content to stand there in that neutral corner. Less than a minute remaining, round 2. Now Ayala bangs his way out, but López covers up. Good right left hand, left hand from Ayala.
López at times looks slow, like a heavyweight, don't he, Gil?
Yes, he
The other
does.
kid is so quick with his hands.
López trying to get those good straight punches through, but Ayala rocks him out of there again. Under 30 seconds remaining, round 2.
You couldn't see a better round of boxing in your life than this.
Ayala goes right back into that corner. He didn't mention this as part of his game plan.
Why tell you everything, Tim?
Final seconds, round 2. So far, it's working for him. Good left hook from Ayala. López, the wife of the champion, looking on. A little bit of concern in her face, I would say. Yeah, okay, tell us when you're gone. I didn't know whether we were still here or not. Ciclón at work. Mike Ayala against Danny Little Red López, the champion. And this is action from round 2. A big round for Ayala. Ayala signaling to the crowd that he feels confident and ready. And he's got their support, obviously.
Ayala told his father in the corner, no pega, you don't punch. That's a mistake.
I'd say that's a big mistake. Ayala again working in the neutral corner. López jabbing, trying to find an opening. Ayala has covered up well so far against López. Danny throws those good straight punches, but Ayala has been handling them well. Ayala bangs his way out, scored with a right to the cheek.
You can see all that amateur training coming out, Angelo. He's a well-schooled fighter.
He had 158 amateur fights, lost only 6 of them. 3-time National Golden Glove champion. Good left hook from Ayala.
Good left hook to the body.
Yeah, great body shot, Gilly. He hit him the flurry before. Great body shot. Sort of buckled Danny.
Angelo Dundee, Gil Clancy, Tim Ryan here at ringside in San Antonio. Danny López has his hands full so far against the #1 challenger, Mike Ayala. Another body shot from Ayala. Goes right back to that neutral corner.
He's throwing the alley rope-a-dope like Ali never did it. Ali never could come out with those kind of flurries.
Most importantly, he has not been seriously hit by López. He's blocked most of López's good straight shots.
Yeah, it's Russian roulette, though. I just don't think he should let Danny set you up like that.
Well, it only takes one of López.
There it was. He landed a big one.
Look at this action. This crowd getting their money's worth early. We have a minute remaining in round 3.
López landed the big bomb, and the kid came right back.
Doubling up beautifully with the left hand. Ayala scoring.
Danny López is landing some damaging body shots, Gil. That's what's taking his toll on Ayala.
There was another
one.
Well, that's what he has to do, because the kid goes against those ropes and puts his hands good and high. The only place to hit him is in the body. Got to bring those hands down.
Less than 30 seconds remaining, round 3. Overhand right by López landed, not a whole lot on it. Out comes Ayala. López covers up, final seconds, round 3. This is a war. Oh. Tim Ryan with Angelo Dundee and Gil Clancy. You can see Tony Ayala, the heavily built patron of the Ayala clan. 3 boxing sons. Mike Ayala going for it all. Danny Red López, the outstanding featherweight champion of the WBC. His manager, Benny Giorgino. He trained as usual, at least had his pre-fight meal of spaghetti this morning. Secret recipe, Pat Giorgino, Benny's brother, puts together. A little olive oil and chopped broccoli. Carbohydrate loading.
That's what'll win the fight, Tim.
Angelo Dundee's Italian heritage comes to the fore.
I tell you, the flurries are coming less and far and in between with Ayala. I think López is going to wind up dominating right now.
He likes this one corner, Ayala.
López smacked him with a left, short one.
3 good punches landed by López. They were hurters.
Ayala comes out, fighting the same pattern.
I think he hurt Danny a little bit with that overhand right hand.
The referee is Carlos Padilla, and he's going to be a busy man the way this one's going.
Come on, Big Danny!
On the contrary, Tim, when these guys are fighting, he's not busy. It's only when they start to grab that the referee gets busy.
Well, right you are, but I'm thinking all of the time being spent in the corner in there.
Yeah, but he doesn't have to do a thing at all, Tim.
He doesn't have to walk in, that's for sure.
That's right.
Ayala comes out. Looping left hook. López got most of that on the block. Round 4.
You know, Danny puts that pressure on you, though. He has a tendency to get a young fighter like Ayala figures to tire.
López added a new punch in his repertoire. He's throwing a great left hook counter when Ayala rushes him.
Wait a minute, what was that word you used? Repertoire.
Left hook counter.
You never heard that in the gymnasium.
I can't spell it for you.
Angelo Dundee, Gil Clancy with Tim Ryan at ringside in San Antonio. Featherweight champion. Fight is finished. Dandy as Ayala scores again and brings the crowd alive. A minute remaining. Round 4.
I don't see this fight going to limit. Do you, Gil?
No way.
Something's got to give. López went only 2 his last time out. 4 before that. 2 against Malvarez. 6 against DePaula. 6 against David Cote in his title defense. 30 seconds remaining. Round 4, Ayala lands again.
And a big one to the belly.
A good left hook to the body. Crowd on its feet here in San Antonio. Ayala works his way over to this neutral corner right above our microphones. We're in the final seconds of the 4th round. I had a feeling we were going to get a fight like this when I watched this kid in the gym. And it was Coach Sal who said that he'd get decked early after the end of his fight, after Castagnon. Keep your own if you like the other guy. I mean, make your note there. I'll know it's brown pencil. Use mine. I'm saying keep it the way you see it. Keep it on your block. KOs for Ayala. 12 out of 22. Round number 5. Scheduled for 15, the WBC Featherweight Championship. Mike Ayala in the yellow trunks on the right of your screen. The champion, Danny López, in red. We have had 4 furious rounds. And Ayala lands to the face of López in the López corner.
Well, that name Cyclone is well earned. He is a cyclone.
The López people wanted an 18-foot ring, but certainly they didn't have to worry about Ayala getting on the bike. He's been here.
mainly in one place, the neutral corner, one side or the other. Jab scored from López. Ayala banging away, lands to the head of Danny López. Little blood from the nostrils now of Ayala. Back he comes to the near neutral corner. López still going to the head. There he goes to the body, as Angelo pointed out. He was one head in round 3. Bring those hands down. There he goes again to the body.
Ayala's a very remarkable young man, the way he slides punches with those gloves. He uses them very effectively.
He's using a lot more energy than Danny López. López is very, very relaxed when he's got him again in his corner. He's making the spots.
Ayala pops out the jab, and López scores with one. Minute remaining. Round 5.
López is completely relaxed there. And the kid is really tight.
And López won't make you make a bad fight, Gil. He pressures you all night long, keeps throwing punches.
Good counter punching right from Ayala.
Beautiful counter punch, Ayala. Beautiful.
30 seconds remaining, 5th round. He just works his way from one corner to the other. Now he's got López back to the rope. López covered up beautifully. Did not take one good shot in that third. Final seconds of the 5th round. We have got ourselves a championship fight here. Ciclón, Ayala, and his father Tony. Big man completely obscuring his little featherweight son. Danny López in red, Ayala in yellow. Interestingly, this year, 5 #1 contenders have lifted the titles from the champions in various weight divisions. Ayala would hope to continue that streak here today. But he is in against a great one, Danny López. Take you out with either hand at any time. Ayala continues to fight effectively in the corners.
You know, Danny lopes after him like a big giraffe. He's right back after him. That's why he puts that pressure on him.
Sticking, Danny!
Ayala again doubling up well with the left hand. López just stalks right after him. He keeps coming at you.
He's actually the first champion I've ever known that takes it to you. Reminds you of a Henry Hank. You know what I mean? Henry Armstrong. Pressure. Tremendous champion.
López got through an overhand right, short range. Ayala digs to the body. I'd like to remind our stations we'll be going to a station break at the end of this round. This is round number 6.
Beautiful, Danny.
Hometown fans cheer every time Ayala throws a punch, but the last few he hasn't landed.
López blocked him effectively.
Ayala trying the ropes in the center of the middle of the ring.
You know, Ayala's starting to stand a little taller, which means he's going to get hit a little more. Almost that time.
This is scheduled for 15. There's been a lot of leather thrown already. These are going to be two tired fighters if it goes very much longer. Pace has been furious.
Here comes the giraffe hoping after him.
And here the López corner calling pressure, pressure, pressure. He's applying it. Good body punching.
One word that I have to use with López, but that's what he did, pressure.
Less than 30 seconds.
Well, you know, Danny López has Jackie McCoy and Ben Giorgino. They're smart fight guys. They know that the pressure should eventually tire this kid.
Sticking, Danny, sticking.
We'll be back with round number 7 after this word from your local station. Below?
Okay, man.
I don't know who he is. He's not the...
Uppercut, Danny, uppercut.
We are in round number 7. Scheduled for 15, the Featherweight Championship. Danny López in the red trunks, and Ayala comes right to this neutral corner above us again.
You see that right hand to the body that López landed? Last round he landed like 15 right hands to Ayala's left side. He's going to have broken ribs, or very, very sore ribs, and shortly.
On our card, I showed López winning that 6th round with his effective body punching. How do you see the fight so far?
Well, I have Ayala in front, but he's starting to tire, and he's starting to show his first sign of wear and tear, bleeding from the nose.
Watch him pound that right hand to the side when he moves him in there. That time he went for the chin. Then he won't stay where he was.
How do you have the fight, Gil?
I have it fairly even. Ayala slightly ahead, but as Ange said, he's starting to feel the pressure. There's that right hand to the body I'm talking about. It sounds like a gun exploding when he hits him there.
Blood from the knife of Mike Ayala. This goes from one neutral corner to the other, and he's got López right there in front of him. What a fighting champion.
López gets quicker as the action goes on. The rounds go longer, he gets quicker. Quick right hand.
He just stopped the straight right hand, and it was a beauty.
Ayala backed him up for that combination. Scores with a left. Minute remaining, round 7.
There's that right hand to the body. Count each round. He'll drop about 8 or 9 in there. There it is again. That sets up that right hand on the chin.
And that sent him to the canvas. Ayala went down with that straight left hand, and it was kind of a delayed reaction. There is Bonnie
hoping that might be it. But Ayala is up in time at the count of 8.
The right hand to the body and the right hand on the chin.
López now trying to finish him off in the López corner. A delayed reaction, knockdown in final seconds. I saw the straight left hand. Did he follow with the right?
Right hand here and a right hand on the chin. Punch.
Okay, we'll see. I want to see this if we can. We're awaiting round 8 as they work on Mike Ayala. We're going to try and see that knockdown punch again from López. There's a right hand that tagged him, and that's the one that dropped him. It was a right hand. There's the right to the body. Another angle. And that was it. A little delayed reaction as Ayala went down. Apparently all right. Angelo, what about that nose?
I think his nose is broke. That's why he went down slow.
All right, this is round number 8. The challenger, Mike Ayala, who took an early lead on our cards, battling back here in round 8 after being decked in the 7th.
5-punch combination, all of them landed.
Gil Clancy, Angelo Dundee, and Tim Ryan live from San Antonio. A tremendous featherweight championship fight for the WBC crown. The defending champion, Danny López, in red. Ayala goes to that neutral corner again.
This is another case where boxing is so much mental. This kid's hit Danny, but everything but the kitchen sink and hasn't bothered him a bit. It has to discourage him.
Ayala with 12 knockouts and 22 victories. López with 37 knockouts.
Heard him again. Looks like it's going to be all over shortly.
Ayala battling out of the corner. López very coolly keeps coming forward, measuring his man. A lot of blood from the nose of Ayala now. Good straight punches that López throws, and the hands down a little more, Angelo, from Ayala.
He's standing up much straighter now, too, Tim. That makes him more of a target. You get tired, you start splitting those legs up.
Well, that's a credit to López, because López hits you under, over, all over the place.
Ayala lands a combination coming out of the corner. They have been fewer and farther between, however. Ayala, good shot to the head of López.
Ayala. Be discouraging. He hit López with his best punches, and here's López coming at him.
López has been knocked down by less well-delivered punches from other fighters, but Ayala can't seem to get him off his feet. Round number 8, minute remaining. López unable to connect cleanly on that exchange. Ayala lands with a right left hook.
Ayala must be saying to himself, my God, what do I have to do to put this man down?
He has certainly landed more than his share of blows.
Remarkable him coming back and winning this round. That's a tremendous show of courage.
Round's not over yet, Ian.
He's the mark of a champion.
We're under 30 seconds. Round 8. 21-year-old Mike Ayala. A very close fight at this point. Ayala was down in round 7. We're in the final seconds of the 8th.
And Tim, get to me right in the beginning of this.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay. The big fat guy, Angelo, with his back to us is his father, Tony Ayala. Is that what you were asking me? Yeah, really. I've been with him all week.
Yeah, right.
The promoter's name is Tony Padilla, and he's not. He's around here somewhere else. He's the promoter, the local promoter. The referee's name is Padilla.
It's him blowing like
Okay. Cocky Mike Ayala waved his arm to the crowd, and they responded with some cheering for him. Gil?
Yeah, Tim, this is the critical round for Ayala. He threw a lot of punches last round. If he can win this round, put 2 good rounds together back-to-back, he's in this fight. Let's see how much energy he used last round.
This is round number 9.
Wow.
Ayala continues to counterpunch well.
Well, it's only the beginning of the round.
The Ayala corner says his nose is not broken. He is bleeding from it, but they say it is not broken. Angelo Dundee speculating that it might have been from that knockdown punch. It was a real good shot from López. Left hook landed from Ayala, but López just shrugs those off. The left hook is Ayala's best punch.
It has a lot of snap to it, and it's quick. As Danny pounding at those ribs again.
Tremendous championship fight. 2 Americans for the featherweight crown of the WBC. Ayala scores again. López has not gone this far since he won the title from David Cote November '76.
He really puts pressure on you. No matter where this kid moves, López is right in front of him.
And that was 15 rounds, right?
That's right. He went the distance.
That's what's remarkable.
In Ghana, with a totally African audience. He said there were 4 people cheering for him in that crowd. 100,000 people attended that fight. More than 100,000. López is not bothered by road crowds.
Ayala still has plenty of snap in his punches. Beautiful combination.
Well, one commentator, who shall be nameless, was quoted as saying Ayala would get flattened like Castagnon did.
He just got hit a heck of a right hand, Tim.
If he goes down now, it'll be a long time after that prediction.
He got hurt. Yeah, Danny pounds that right hand to the body and then goes back up to the head.
Good left hand from Ayala. López, so tough, so strong, so determined. What a champion. 30 seconds remaining. 9th round.
López, Ayala may have a cut over his right eye. I can't see it, but...
Yeah, he pulled up there with his glove, but I don't think it's cut in.
Final seconds of the 9th round, scheduled for 15. Ayala scored with a straight right, but López just keeps coming back. Now, on the rope, the round is over. López being worked over by Benny Giorgino, and we're going to see the action in the closing seconds of that round. A tremendous right hand, but look at López. He was staggered by it, but he maintains his composure, didn't get himself into any further trouble. The crowd going wild here at the Convention Center Arena in San Antonio. The hometown favorite putting on a tremendous show, as is the champion, Danny López. López in red, Ayala in yellow. The light-colored trunks if you're watching in black and white.
Tim, this is what boxing's all about when they say for the championship of the world. These both kids value this that much. You can see the way they're fighting.
26-year-old Danny López, the champion, has successfully defended his title 6 times.
Ayala's really a remarkable youngster. I don't know how Danny survived that right-hand shot. It was right on a button.
They have both taken a lot of punishment.
Danny has a slight cut under his right eye now.
Ayala's taken more to the body than the head. López has had the tougher shots to the head. That one just grazed him. That was not a severe punch from Ayala. He was fully extended and López backing up. Blood continues to bleed. The blood continues to flow from the nose of Mike Ayala, but he has been doing that for several rounds. Apparently is not bothered by it.
He's pounding. He's pounding.
He rocked him again. Ayala rocked López again. López escapes once more.
He better not punch himself out. He missed the 4 punches after he rocked him.
Ayala getting a little rest in his own corner. 10th round. It has been like this all the way. If you had the misfortune to join us in progress, you have missed action like this for 10 consecutive rounds. Bill Clancy, Angelo Dundee, Tim Ryan live from San Antonio. López lands in the right hand. And another. A minute remaining, round 10.
He's hurt again, Gil.
It's the first time anybody grabbed in a fight, just now.
That's right, Gil. Good point. The first time Ayala grabbed on, looking a little tired and a little worse for wear here as López hit him with that good right hand. But now Ayala battles back again. They have traded punches about evenly so far in this round. Less than 30 seconds.
This is a cyclone, this kid.
El Ciclón, Mike Ayala, paces himself awfully well through the course of a round.
He got hit a straight right hand right down the pipe then. That didn't do him any good.
Good right hand from López. Final seconds of the 10th round. What a fight. We've had one knockdown. Ayala in the 7th. What does that mean?
Long walk.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Brother Sammy Ayala. He is scheduled to fight Johnny Copeland following this fight here in San Antonio. Looking on and has to be enjoying this bout. His brother putting on such a great show against Danny López. Sammy Ayala, 145-pounder.
You know, not only does Danny López put a lot of pressure on you to get you tired, but Ayala's been bleeding from the nose through the 3rd round, and that impairs your breathing. That's also going to help you get tired. This kid's putting on a remarkable performance.
Round number 11, a very close fight on our cards at this point.
Yes, it is. It's up for grabs.
López, no question that he's always in great shape, but he has not been in here this long since 1976 when he won the crown. Ayala went 10 his last time out, decision over Jose Nunes. Right on the nose again, and it's all over. It's all over. Ayala took that on the button, and the fight is over. An 11th round knockout for the champion, Danny López. A very similar punch in the Ayala corner up, saying he was up at the count. that he had beaten the count. The Ayala corner saying he was up in time. And Carlos Padilla now discussing it with the timekeeper over here. And also with the representative of the WBC. It looked to me like he was up in time. And wait a minute, the fight is not over. The fight is not over. It's not over. The referee Padilla had counted him out, but the timekeeper and the WBC representative, that is Dr. Romeo Garcia, Mexico, say the count had not reached 10.
This is a first for me.
Continue.
This is a first for me. I've never seen this before. Have you ever seen this, Edge?
Action has been stopped. Coins are being thrown. Can we get the time that knockdown
Well, what happened
occurred?
before? He said it's 9.
How far into the round?
He raised his hand.
Carlos Padilla explaining it to Benny Georgino and to Danny López. López very calm. He says, okay, that's all right. They said, all right, the round is being called over. I'm not sure if we can get the time that he was knocked down of that 11th round. They have ended the round. We'll try and find it on a videotape replay. Now we're going to see it again. There's the left hand from López. And down went Ayala. It looked like he took it right on the nose as he had on that punch that sent him down in round number 7. That was a right hand. We're going to see it again. It was a left hand punch. Now if we can stay with it and possibly see when he gets up. There he goes down. The 11th round is over, and we're now in the 12th. Well, we have had an unusual turn of events.
I'll tell you, it's all over.
López goes right to the attack. Ayala in the corner. Angelo Dundee thinks it's all over.
The referee said he missed the count at 7. That's why then he said he counted him out. He missed one count.
The referee
was
Padilla.
up in time.
The referee Padilla you're talking about.
That's right.
Missed the count. And Ayala was up. It looked to me like he was up. I was startled to see the referee Padilla waving his hands as though 10 had been counted. The timekeeper indicated 10 had not been counted. So we are now in round 12. The champion López on the attack. Ayala showing a little more signs of wear. Here he has been knocked down twice. Well, that's what I call escaping from a knockdown. It's correct. It did appear that he was up before the count of 10, and everybody except the referee thought so.
Ayala's tired. He missed the punch and he almost fell down.
López firing away in the corner, trying to finish Ayala here in round 12. López scores for the left. Scores from underneath with an uppercut. López lands at the top of the head, and Ayala finally fights his way out. One would think López would be arm weary, but he shows no signs of it.
He's very relaxed.
Remarkable conditioning.
Tremendous conditioning. Credit to Benny Georgino and his staff. Jackie McCoy, Nemo Soto, John Montez. He's in outstanding shape.
Looks like López is cut between the eyes.
Now we'll try and make sure it's not Ayala's blood. And Ayala straightened up there.
Hit with a left hand again.
I'm positive Ayala's nose is broke. The punches that put him down were not hurting punches. Right on the nose.
They were right to the nose. You're absolutely right, Angelo. 1 minute remaining, round 12. His corner says it's not broken, but why would they admit that it was? Ayala still battling away here, but this has been a López round as we see it. The 12th. Now there's a good left hook landed by Ayala. 30 seconds remaining. What a fight. Right hand landed from Ayala. But it was fully extended. Not a lot of power left on it.
Both fighters' tape are coming off their gloves.
Good right hand by Ayala. That could be a problem, Angelo. We'll watch it. Look at this, Mike Ayala.
This kid.
Ayala has been down twice. Final seconds, round 12. Okay, thank you. That would be terrific if we can. It's very important.
Look what you did to my sheep. Get your own paper.
Well, I don't think so.
Yes.
Well, we're going to play it back on tape. Okay. Timekeeper is the guy with the glasses and the gray hair. Round number 13. The timekeeper is Bill Gavin of San Antonio, and he and referee Carlos Padilla have played a role in this so far. The fight was declared over in the 11th round, a knockout victory to López. But the timekeeper ruled that Ayala had been up before the count of 10, and the fight has continued. Ayala has continued to battle.
You know, Tim, this fight may be close in rounds, but López has scored 2 knockdowns, which should give him a good point advantage.
Round 13. Tremendous fight. One of the best championship fights in years. I don't think anybody would dispute that in any division. Ayala in yellow on the left of your screen. López the champion in red. Ayala has stuck with his game plan. And he lands 2 lefts to the ear of López. López pokes him away with jab.
You know, you're right, Angie. Every time he gets hit in that nose, he has to back up. It's sore.
Yeah, the punches have been knocking him down, Gil, a bit.
Yeah.
Those shots to the nose.
He just hit Danny's some right hand.
López has taken an awful lot of tough shots to the head, but while he's been rocked a few times, has not lost his composure and has not really been dazed.
You know, it's amazing. He doesn't have a mark on him. He had a couple of little scratches. You'd think an eye would be closed or his nose would be bleeding, because he's been hit, Danny. He's standing up too straight again, Ayala. Watch it.
Danny's a great right-hand banger, but you notice the left hooks have been doing all the damage, Gil.
That's right.
Right to the body by López. There's redness around that rib area where Ayala has been hit consistently. A minute remaining, round 13. Ayala's never been this far before. And he takes 2 good shots from López. And he battles out again. What a gutty display by Mike Ayala. Good left hand, right hand.
Another right hand. He just doesn't want to get licked.
Digs to the body. 30 seconds left. The crowd on its feet. Listen to the roar here.
This crowd is what's keeping this kid in there with his talent and his ability. But emotion is big right here tonight.
Mexican-American audience. Several thousand from across the border here in support of Ayala. Of course, López of Mexican heritage on his father's side. Final seconds of round 13. Well, we'll see when they clean them off. It's hard to tell. There's so much. You think so? Well, let's watch. Okay. Yep. Left eyebrow.
Yeah.
All right, we're going back to round 11 to show you that knockdown again. And we'll see in our regular motion. There's the punch. Now, seeing on the count here, if we can determine whether or not he was up by 10. Now there's Padilla, the referee, picking up the count. And there Ayala gets up. He evidently thinks it's over, but the timekeeper said otherwise. The timekeeper ruled he was up by 10.
Timekeeper said 9. That's what the whole controversy was about.
Timekeeper said 9, the referee said 10.
Ayala's got a cut eye now to add to his nose.
over the left eyebrow of Mike Ayala. 14th round. Battle of the Alamo if there ever was one.
It sure
Ayala
is.
scoring again.
Great fight. I never saw a great fight like this one before. I think Lopez is ahead on account of the knockdown.
Oh, he slipped. He slipped. No
That
punch.
was a slip, no knockdown.
No.
Ayala got tangled up with the legs of Lopez, went down right above us here. We've given Lopez the last 2 rounds on our card. A close fight, but as Gil and Angelo pointed out, those knockdowns working in his favor. Rounds 7 and 11. Lopez sending Ayala to the canvas. The blows to the nose. And banging away in Ayala's corner. The eye starting to swell up the left eye of Ayala.
He hit Danny a heck of a counter punch.
What a performance by these two fighters. One of the great championships that you're ever going to see. Live from San Antonio.
I wouldn't want to see either fighter get stopped now. Neither one deserves it. They both have so much heart.
Bill Clancy, Angelo Dundee, and Tim Ryan. And we are privileged to be live here today to bring you this one.
Oh, that was the
Lopez
best
scored with
right
the
hand of the fight.
Right to the chin, and it staggered Ayala.
Best right hand of the fight. He's still up.
Ayala's left eye starting to close on him now. Round 14.
In order for Ayala to survive, he's going to have to punch.
And he does with a left hand. A minute remaining, round 14. And another left.
The only way he can survive, he's got to move his hands. Lopez is getting better and better.
Yeah, this kid is really showing me something to be a mark of a great fighter, to be in there with Lopez at tonight.
That's right. Unbelievable.
Ayala staggered again by Lopez.
He's got to move his hands. When he lets Danny pick him apart, it's just too much.
25 seconds left in the 14th round. Lopez so steady, relentless. Relentless, the best adjective to describe his attack through 14 rounds. And he has taken a tremendous amount of punishment from Ayala. Final seconds of the 14th round. This one looks like it's going to go the distance. At least into the final round. Okay, I would like to do them both together. We're looking at both corners. On the left of your screen, Mike Ayala of San Antonio. On the right, the champion, Danny Lopez from Alhambra, California. They have put on some kind of display of boxing courage here today and boxing skill. Final round.
Let's give him a hand. These kids deserve a hand for being this 15th round.
Tremendous fight. Ayala's been down twice. Once both he and the referee thought the fight was over in the 11th. But the timekeeper ruled otherwise. He had beaten the count, getting to his feet. Straight left from Lopez. Ayala in that neutral corner. He has spent much of this fight in the corners.
I can't say enough about these fight fans. They're so enthusiastic. They're not rowdy. They're great. They're really rooting for the kid. Ayala just got hurt with a left hook, Tim.
That's right. Appreciating this great effort by Ayala, the hometown hero, and Lopez, an adopted Mexican who's picked up a lot of fans here while training.
Well, Lopez wants to get him out of there now. Doesn't want to leave.
Good right hand from Lopez. Blocked Ayala. Another. And down goes Ayala. Ayala is down. And now Padilla looking carefully at the timekeeper. Ayala is not going to get up in time.
rising to his feet. Two tremendous right hands by Danny López. You saw Bonnie López, his wife, looking up in joy at her husband, who had the battle of his life here today. López with a 15th round knockout at 1:09 of the 15th round. And López with two tremendous right hands ending it in the 15th, and we'll show it to you now. They worked their way to the corner above our microphones. Ayala backing into that neutral corner. And there's the first right hand that really hurt him. And he is all but done now. López measuring, watching slow motion. There's the next one. And that was the finishing blow. He didn't have to hit him again. Ayala is down. We'll see it from another angle. The first one really rocked him. Ayala was finished there. And López measuring here, looks for that opening. There it is over the left hand. And it's all over at 1:09 of the final round. A tremendous championship fight. Danny López retains his WBC title. We'll be back to talk to both of these courageous fighters in a moment. On your microphone, they can hear you.
1 minute, 9 seconds of the 15th round. Winner and still featherweight champion of the world.
Yes, I can. Do I go to commercial after the interview or what? Yes. Danny, Mike Ayala. Mike. Come on, both of you. Here's the champion, Danny López and Mike Ayala. I'm losing my earpiece here. Just 1 minute, fellas. We got to talk to both of you. Come on forward a little bit, will you hear, Danny? Mike? Absolutely a tremendous display by both of you fighters. Danny, first I'd like to have you comment about being in here with Mike Ayala. That's got to be the toughest fight you've ever had.
The guy, the toughest fight of my life with Mike here. Very tough, good boxer, punches good, and very well conditioned.
It looked like he hit you. He hit you plenty of times. Did he hurt you? He must have.
He staggered me a couple of times.
Mike, what are your feelings now? You put up a tremendous show.
Well, I'm going to be back. Danny's a great champion. I'm glad to lose to a great champion. I'll be back, and congratulations, Danny. You're a great champion too, Ben.
You're a great challenger.
How about the two knockdown punches? They seem to hit you on the nose. What happened on those punches?
My nose hurted before, you know. I had a hurt nose, but anyway, I stayed in there, and I got to go with at least 14.5 rounds with Danny.
You sure did stay in there. Tremendous show by both of these fine fighters. Congratulations, Danny. Benny Giorgino, an outstanding effort.
Say that kid.
Yeah, I'd like to say hello to my compadre Mendoza there.
Ruben Mendoza in Seattle.
Hope he's watching. Hope he wins this fight. That's right.
Okay. Champion Danny López saying hello to Ruben Mendoza, the young man from San Antonio, youngster in a Seattle hospital. He dedicated this win to him, and he got it for him. Congratulations again, Danny López. And I'll be back with Angelo and Dundee and Gil Clancy when we return to San Antonio in a moment. being carried around the ring by one of his handlers, and the crowd here in San Antonio applauding his effort. He has a beautiful colored Mexican robe on, serape style, and they really do appreciate his tremendous performance here this afternoon. You fellas have seen any number of great championship fights. Angelo, put that mic up there so we can hear you. Tell us, think back into the memory bank and compare this one against previous championship fights in any division.
Well, I tell you, for Action Plus, you couldn't beat this kind of a fight. But you had them both throwing shots at each other. This kid put up the greatest fight of his life. It had to be the greatest fight of his life because López was ready tonight.
Gil, how about you?
All I can do,
any better?
No, never. All I can do is second the motion. I'd like to go up and carry this kid around the ring myself. He was just tremendous.
Absolutely great show for us here this afternoon, and boxing fans watching on CBS. This boxing special will be followed next week on the CBS Sports Spectacular, when we will have the fights that took place in Puerto Rico on Saturday. As we watch Mike Ayala, we want to remind you we'll be seeing highlights of the World Boxing Council Super Bantamweight.
I got to give him another hand.
And you'll see Wilfredo Gomez against number 10 contender Julio Hernandez, as they again give great recognition, well-deserved, to Mike Ayala as he finally leaves the ring here. The champion, Danny López, of course, with another brilliant display of championship boxing as he again defended his crown, this time for the 7th successful time. Also next week on that Sports Spectacular Boxing Show, you will see highlights of the WBA Lightweight Championship elimination bout between number 1 ranked Ernesto España and number 2 ranked Claude Noel. So we should have lots more exciting boxing action for you next Saturday afternoon. So that's the story from San Antonio, with thrilling featherweight fight. Tim Ryan for Angelo Dundee and Gil Clancy saying so long from San Antonio.
Happy Father's Day, Tim.
Yeah, happy Father's Day, Ange.
Thank you.